Maya is
It's beautiful. He's real sweet. If you ever touch, like, you with a brother.
I think I made something for him.
Yeah. Super humble dude. And he's supposed to like he's super like sweet brother, man. Beautiful brother.
He does jujitsu too with the brothers.
Yeah. Oh, the Malcolm right now? He good too, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. They want something.
Yeah, it be Elder I talked to him from Wisconsin got a come over there. No, you good, he got a tournament coming up too, brother. Tournament. I left my phone in the bro. You bring the other one? You see you live?
Damn, the image looks man nice in the back of the background.
Yeah, right?
Brothers probably think like, damn, them brothers in Hawaii is living it up.
I wish.
Nah,
Fucking wish. Fucking in hell, bro. Pure hell. Paradise is what I call it. Fucking not a paradise. Not for you. Hey, all right, Shalom. We're going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Kodash. I want to say and give double honor to the apostle, the bishop, elder, the great millstone, for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to our fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe. We out here another week, the Wadi Yahweh Shai, another opportunity to preach and prophesy. Everything from you? Yep. We out here another week to preach and prophesy the truth of the Bible, salvation for the children of Israel, the need for repentance to the children of Israel. Only one that's going to do it on this side is the elect of Israel. Can you hear me? It's the elect of Israel. It's not going to be oh, it's all good. Yeah, space. I be feeling like I'm a little closed in and shit. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, it ain't gonna be the whole nation of Israel, bro. It's just the elect of Israel. That's who gonna make it up out of here. And the place of great salvation is here in America, as well as around other places around the world. You got brothers all over the earth standing up, preaching and prophesying. Get Ezekiel 37 started. You're gonna get a lot of you got brothers all over the world standing up in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay, and in faith, and doing so, and risking their lives to do so. Like Elder Malcolm says, risking their lives day in and day out to prophesy this truth.
That's right. This is the book of Ezekiel 37 and verse 1. It says, vision of the valley of dry bones. The hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
And that valley is America. That valley, keep that precept which says the valley in the shadow of death, in Psalm 23. That valley is America, okay? It's a low place, right? Not just low in morals, but actually it's a low place. A lot of this country is flat, open, flat land.
Psalm 23, verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
Right, and that's what this place is, the valley of the shadow of death. And it's also a place where our people are in a dead state, Revelation 11 and 8. Our people are in a dead state, right? You read that again when you was at it.
Oh, God. This is the book of Ezekiel 37 and verse 1. It says, the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord.
And it's the same way it was on Ezekiel, it's on us too. The spirit of the Lord calls us to come out here and preach and prophesy his word. Okay?
And set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
Right, and that dry state, meaning that we didn't have this truth, this breath of life. We didn't have our nationality, our culture. We was just dead. Read that in 11.
Revelation 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified. Where also our Lord was crucified. Revelation 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right, and it says their dead bodies, that's a dead state now. The other precept where it says, he that wanted about the congregation of the, he that wanted from the way of righteousness, remain in the congregation of the dead. Just put congregation of the dead. Okay, so that place, which is spiritual, right, is similar in the aspects of the things that these places did and what they represented. Here in America, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. America is that great city. Everybody here is a citizen of this place. If you people that are living in a city, they're called citizens. Okay, in that great city, which is Babylon, the great. Also, that great city will also, which is spiritually Sodom. Why? Because this place is full of that. Everything that I did a lesson a couple weeks ago about the similarity between America and Sodom. I spoke about it in the lesson. And it showed everything that they were doing in Sodom, from the man on man to the woman on woman, bestiality, sexual depravity. That's here in America. And it pushes that spirit out across the world like a big antenna. It's also a place that they also spiritually Egypt, because one, the ancient gods of Egypt is still reverenced. They have the children of Israel in captivity. Right? It's a place of straits, right? For who? For the children of Israel. Right. Okay? This place is spiritually reminiscent of ancient Egypt, by customs and cultures, architecture, right? Idol worship. Same shit. You got a place in America called Memphis, right? It's in Tennessee. Why do they call it Memphis? Memphis, because that particular city is located on a riverbank, or close to a riverbank. I believe it is on a riverbank, Memphis. It's a river that's flowing right through that shit. You got a big ass pyramid set up there, right? You got you go to Las Vegas, you got pyramids, you got obelisks, which are nothing but phallic symbols. You go to Washington, D.C., what is the Washington Monument? A big ass obelisk right in the middle of Washington, D.C. And in all the 3 city states, they have obelisks, which is Rome, London, and the city of London, because that's different than London, right? It's the city of London, it's within London. It has a big ass obelisk in it. And you go to Rome, you got that big ass obelisk over there, many of them. And in America, it's the same thing, right? So it's the same spirit. Right? And you got our people in their dead bodies, their dead state, which are dead from the neck up. It's out here. Go ahead and read that piece up there.
This is Proverbs 21, verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So if you don't have this understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, of his word, you're in the congregation of the dead. Right? So again, this is spiritually saying that our people, these people on this side right here, are in a dead state. We were once in a dead state. We were moving around, but what we were doing? We were doing wickedness. We ain't had no spiritual guidance, no direction, until the Lord woke us up.
Right? It's back in Ezekiel 37 and verse 3, it says, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones.
Yep.
Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
Right, and that breath that entered into us is the spirit of truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and now we're living. Right, we know who we are. We know the name of our God and His Son. We know who we are. We know where we come from. We understand the truth of this Bible, because all our lives the Bible was used to disinform us. They used disinformation to misinform us about what the Bible was all about. Right, who salvation was for, who the Lord came for. One you heavily called Jesus Christ. Even that name is a lie, right? Calling the Heavenly Father God, that ain't His name, right? His name is Yahweh. His Son, His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. And I was watching something earlier this, it might have been yesterday, and this so-called Jew was at a Christian rally or whatever, and somewhere in America, he was blowing a trumpet, a ram's horn. He blew it 7 times. And then in the end, he gave praise to Jesus. He said Jesus or Yeshua, and then all these people yelling and screaming and shit. So like they know that the Lord's name ain't Jesus, right? But that's the name that's pushed on everybody. That's the spirit that's pushed on everybody, and which that name alone carries a whole spirit, different spirit than what's written in the Bible about our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. Right? They'll say Yeshua, they'll say Jesus, but they won't. They're still off. Right, and that's even let's say they say Jesus, right, but they don't say Yeshua. They never push that name Yeshua. They never push that name. Like you go to any Christian church and Jesus, Christ, right? There's never the name of the Lord, right? Why? How did he get 2 different names? We don't understand that. Why? Because that whole Jesus is a made-up name. It's just like that the individual is a made-up individual, not the things that he did. As far as the things that he did amongst his people in Israel, right? But the white concept, the Edomite concept, right? When you think of Jesus, when you think of Jesus Christos, the first image that comes to your mind is a so-called white man. I saw a video or caption, what do you call it? The video, but you don't play it, thumbnail. Fucking Jake in fucking Africa had a wedding or something like that, and they invited Jesus. And they took a picture with this dude, and it was a white dude. It was an Edomite dude, and they standing there taking pictures with him. They said, we invited Jesus to come to our wedding before he went back to heaven. So that you see, that's a whole different spirit, right? But that's what's pushed on us in this world. It's lies and confusion, and you weren't living. You thought you were living. You went to church 20, 30 years. You thought you were spiritual. But in reality, you're dead because you weren't in the way of righteousness. And you get men that come in this truth that were once with the was in righteousness, but then they went back into the world. Now they back what? Remaining in the congregation of the dead Israelites. Right?
This Ezekiel 37 and verse 5. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones. Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live."
Yeah.
And then it says, "This is what the sovereign Lord says. Look, I am going to put breath into you and make you live again." Back in the NLT, verse 6.
It says, make you live again. This truth is a living thing. As the scripture says, he quickeneth by the word.
That's right, because when it says about Adam that he put breath and made him a living creature, we became dead again when we started breaking the covenant with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Ultimately, we became totally dead once we came under this last captivity under Esau Edom, because we didn't know who we were, who our forefathers were. That's when we were like super completely dead, man.
And that's why the nations, they revel in that. They're happy about that.
Right.
You put this identity of these different cultures on yourself, but you never put the identity of being an Israelite on yourself. And if you do that, it's going to be a problem, because these nations don't want you to live. Like, especially the ones that are ruling these nations, the aristocrats of these different nations, they don't want us to live. They don't want Jake to come together. They don't want to see what you call in this world black and brown, which all of us are brown. Right? They don't want to see us come together, not only come together, but come together in truth. Right?
Yeah, I was watching Salakia. I was watching a video of this Jake that was going to, I think it was in Colorado, where they were saying that that the Venezuelans were taking over the complex and whatever. And the dude was going around asking the people that lived in the complex, like, oh, that if it was true and whatever. And the other Jakes were like, nah, man, like that narrative pretty much is fake. Like, there's some shit happened, but it wasn't what they were saying in the news.
Yeah.
And Jake was saying, like, all of them, like, yeah, they just trying to make us fight each other and whatever. And some of them were like, yeah, they cool. Like, I was just like, yo, that's the spirit, because Esau's trying to split up Jake, but Jake has oppression, that they're being oppressed by the same, character, Esau, Edom, in common. So they're like, well, fuck it. They're being oppressed in their country, running here. We being oppressed, and they're trying to put them where we're at, so we fucking kill each other.
It's the same way with the Haitians now, saying that the Haitians eating cats and dogs. Man, last night I went to Wingstop, bro. I met fine ass Haitian, bro. I don't even like the black woman, bro. Bro, when I say she was fine, it wasn't even just her body, bro. Her body was banging, but her personality, bro, you could tell she wasn't from here.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like even when she talked to me on the phone, like she would just like, I put my order in. I was like, this ain't no nigga woman. Like, bro, I thought she was, first of all, I thought she was older. That's another, I thought she was like older than what she was when I seen her. Yeah, bro, like beyond her fucking age, bro. So when I seen her, I was already smitten with, I was like, yo, this shorty's fucking fine, bro. I was like, yo, and it wasn't her body, bro. Her body was a plus, her spirit, bro. And I was like, I asked her, I was like, where you from, man? I was like, what island you from? Because you ain't, I can tell you from the island. She said, what island you think I'm from? I was like, I'm gonna say Trinidad. She's like, oh, I always get Trinidad and Jamaica. No, I'm Haitian. I was like, shit. I already claimed it, so it's a wrap. You know what I mean? But the point of the matter was, it's like, here it is. We the same people. If she didn't open her mouth and we were standing in a lineup together, they would say two black people, a black man and a black woman. They wouldn't say a Haitian woman and a so-called African American man, right? And again, like they had you looking at yourself. When I seen her, she said she's Haitian. What's the first thought that came in my head? All they eating cats and dogs. I know they ain't eating cats and dogs, but that was the spirit, because that's what they're showing discontent. And get a Psalms 83, 1 and 2, right? These people, they setting Jacob against each other, right? Not realizing, notwithstanding that we're all being oppressed. It doesn't matter if you come from Venezuela. It doesn't matter if you live in America. The same devil is oppressing all of us all over the world. You wouldn't have to come to America if there wasn't a so-called fake, false promise of prosperity and hope, or if your country wasn't economically destroyed because of sanctions, because of economic deals that your leadership made with other foreign investors, with mainly Edomites. They're Edomites, right? They send them over there, they destroy their country. They got something called economic hitmen, where they destroy your economy on purpose, right? And so now you got you see, that's why I was crazy when they were saying all these Venezuelans doing some wild shit. Now I'm not saying that you don't have bad and good in all nations, even in us, you do. But hey, Venezuelan people known for being happy. Them Asherites, bro. Them Asherites. I saw a video some time ago. Jake just showed up in fucking Venezuela and went to a hood, met a chick. She was super cool. He wasn't even fucking her. He just talked to her, and she became his tour guide. She took her to her family house. She let this nigga stay in their house. He could have been a whole fucking murderer and rapist, bro. They put this nigga in a separate. They put him in a separate portion of the house and locked the door, like they locked it for his security. So when he woke up, they heard he woke up. They came in, unlocked the door, had food for this dude and everything, let him go on his way. And he gave them money and shit. He was like, they were super happy. But the point of the matter is, like, here it is, you show these people that, like, they're all villains and shit. And then you'll show, like, one video of some Jakes kicking in the door. You don't even know what they was there for. Them niggas knocking on the door, dude looking, unsuspecting, but, that's the point. It's like, and then you got people, a lot of them places where they said that Jake was taking over the complex or whatever. No, it was shoddy landlords that wasn't fixing a location. Shit was all fucked up. You know what I mean? And it was a slum. You see? So they use misinformation and disinformation to keep you separate. They don't want you to be a nation. They want you to be at odds with each other. As long as we're at odds with one another, then we're not focused on who the true enemy is. Go ahead and read that.
Psalm 83, 1 and 2. A song or psalm of Asaph, keep not thou silence, O Most High, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And what makes you a nation is when you have not just camaraderie, but you have things in common, nationality, right? Your culture, your history, all of these things. You have mannerisms, customs. Y'all come from, really what make you a nation is if you come from the same man, which we all do. We all grew up in this world. Man, I grew up in a ghetto. You had Puerto Ricans, so-called Puerto Ricans, and Dominicans and blacks. And we was, sometimes y'all beef, the envy and enmity and vexation amongst each other. But then you often wonder, like, how the fuck we all in the same area? Like, and then we all cool. And we all got the same experiences. They speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Jake know how to get, like, we all get along. And I never knew that. I never knew we were the same people.
Me neither.
I was told that they was different because they spoke Spanish and they was from Puerto Rico. And I'm so-called black, and my history starts with slavery.
Yep.
And it was like even the fucking the disassociation with one another at a low level, where back in the day when I was coming up, it wasn't common to see black people with Spanish women, bro. It wasn't common. Like, they was not common at all. Like, their fathers would keep them away from Negroes, man. They would rather have married Spanish men and shit. But then the women start getting smart. Like, look, man, these black people treat us way better in some cases than the Latin men. And then they get a taste of that chocolate. It's a wrap. Now we got mixed baby. What they call mixed? We have mixed babies. Like, I thought my baby was mixed. No, she's not mixed. My baby is an Israelite. Her mama is an Israelite. Her daddy is an Israelite, which is most important. We ain't no such thing as Mexican and Ecuadorian and black and Colombian. Nah, we all Israelites. But these people who have consulted against us so that we wouldn't become a nation. Yeah. Because what do most people find in common on a lot of levels is, well, when they all being oppressed people come together when they get tired of being oppressed. And this is why the so-called white man gave the lesser white man in America white supremacy. The poor, because the poor whites were linking up with the enslaved Jakes, enslaved Israelites, and they were coming together, and they wanted to fight against the same enemy.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. I really apologize, but oh my God, you guys are kind of like really loud. It really go into the core, I'm sorry,
Well, we ain't trying to disturb your game.
I know. That's what I said. Maybe you're not aware of that.
We ain't trying to disturb your game, but we just in an open place. I ain't yelling. This is my speaking voice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to disturb your game, just like we hope that you're not trying to disturb us.
Are you familiar with tennis? Have you seen every game?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
You go to a tennis game, everybody gotta be quiet.
Okay, but we don't have to be quiet. This is an open space, a public environment.
So
bro.
you're talking about religion. You don't know, can't really understand.
We're not talking to you. We're not talking to you.
It doesn't bother me that you speak about religion. The point, like, you don't even respect me. So why are you hypocrisy talking about religion?
I'm not disrespecting you.
I'm telling you that you are being really loud.
I'm speaking, man. I'm a man. You a man. Go play your game, bro. Go play your game, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you heathen these. That's what I'm saying. He sound like a Jake too, bro. Yeah. He's just off, man. Go play tennis up the block then, man. I ain't moving. This is a free country, bro. Fuck out of here, man. You gotta be quiet, nigga. Go play in Wimbledon. Take your ass to fucking Wimbledon.
No, go to court down there.
Yeah, man. Take your ass back to where you was at, bro. We come up on it all the time. Cause my voice is. I'm supposed to shut. No, man. Hey, Isaiah 58:1. Isaiah 58:1, bro. Nah, bro. Cause you don't like what we saying, bro. It ain't my fault. And then we over here edifying, bro. I ain't cussing nobody out or nothing.
I saw that coming 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I try to be peaceful.
He kept looking over here doing one of these numbers.
Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 58 verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin.
And that's all we doing, bro. I wasn't yelling. Hey, this is my regular
Oh,
speaking
you
voice,
good.
bro. I'm talking to the camera. So it's like, we gotta, this, and the Lord said, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Now, you could go, it could be like it was back in the day when we used to just, just to get Jake attention, to let Jake know what they were doing.
Yeah, we just speaking into the camera, but
Yeah,
whatever.
bro.
This,
Yeah, man, you're gonna throw. We're not
ain't
gonna
a
spare.
good
We're not gonna
tennis
spare
player
your
anyway.
ears, man. We're not gonna spare your ears.
Not
We're not
today.
gonna spare your feelings, bro.
Not today.
You trying to look up the rules, like nigga, you inside the court. Whatever y'all got going on there, it's the court. We outside. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's like, whatever it was children. Sometimes we come here, bro. They be like loud music,
Yeah.
children,
Oh.
barbecues going on. You go to the barbecue and tell them, hey, can y'all keep the smoke down and keep the kids a little quiet because we playing tennis, bro? Take your ass to Wimbledon, bro. This ain't the spot.
Man.
This is the truth, bro.
they be on some bullshit.
He was a Jake, bro. I thought he was a fucking Jeff like at first. Man, I was like, man, listen,
you
bro.
can tell by his
Demon,
accent.
that's
I was trying to bear with him, but it was like I was getting frustrated. I was like, man, fuck out of here, bro. Take your ass back in the fucking.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Go play tennis, man.
Try to
Why you
play
got
tennis.
an opportunity, bro?
You ain't even good.
Go ahead, bro.
You was done in that way? Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, nigga, you want that type of respect?
Man, take
You
your ass
better
over
be
there.
fucking Nadal or some
Yeah, you
shit.
can go play over there, bro.
Right.
It's mad tennis courts you can play at, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
Ezekiel 37:5, it says, "Thus saith the Lord."
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't slop it, bro. You can't be a man in this fucking society, bro. At all, bro.
They ain't used to that.
You can't be a man at all, bro. What was he saying that was fucked up? I'm talking about our people coming together and being a nation, and I'm speaking the words of how about GMSHAWAII, bro? A nigga will come and interrupt you for no reason, bro.
And they relate like anything that has to do with the Bible to like, oh, these motherfuckers are like one of those crazy Christians and whatever.
Yeah, but then they'll
That's
say
why
they
he-
believe in Jesus.
Yeah, that's why he came saying like, oh, you speak about religion. You think we were just gonna move up the block for you? Like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
yes, brother.
let me pay
anything for
myself.
love.
Now I can see if it was a conflict, then I'm like, hey, bro, I just pack it up. But it don't matter because I moved here, you move here, you still gonna hear the word, bro. It don't matter if you offended, bro, because it's the truth. It's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like while you playing folly, the Most High gonna strike you down. He gonna strike you. He gonna remember that you didn't keep your foot when you came to the house of the Lord. When the men of the Lord was out here speaking something that's gonna save your soul.
Like the scriptures say, they turn the shoulders.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's what
man.
Homeboy did. And I'm supposed to be like, nah, man. And it's been times we've been out here and Edomites are playing, and they can't help but listen.
Yeah,
So they'll
yeah.
they'll get frustrated.
But their spirit convicts them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they probably talking up to me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, and the demons, you know,
Like I see we was out here saying,
manifest themselves.
bitch and this and that. You lucky you ain't catch us like in
that
2018.
spirit.
Yeah, that old spirit, bro. That old spirit was like, bro, you don't get the fuck out of here, bro. Go up the block, bro. Get out of here, man. He just throw the spirit out. What you was reading? Go back to
Isaiah 58 verse 4.
Oh, no, go ahead. No, go back to Psalms, bro.
Psalm 83. Yeah.
3 and 4.
Psalms 83, 3 and 4. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And that's what these super elite of the nations have done. Especially, well, it tells you that our enemy, the tabernacles of Edom, Moab, Ammon, Gabal, Amalek, the Philistines.
Roll call.
Yeah, that's right, brother. Yeah, I'm just roughly paraphrasing what the brother could read, but it's all right. Trying to make a point that when you go to the UN, when you go to NATO, when you go to these different groups like open or closed meetings in the daytime, like the Bilderberg meeting, the G20 summit, they don't involve any of these people on this sign right here, bro. Even if the nations that you call them nations today are there, it's just puppets. They just telling each other the policy of what's about to happen. But a lot of their policies are aimed to destroy the children of Israel. They're one confederate, meaning they're one agreement. And we got to keep them from being Israelites because they know that at a time in this world, when we followed Yahawai correctly, he was with us. And there was nothing they could do. I was watching and y'all brothers can speak too, bro, you know what I'm saying? But I was watching
Yeah, what I was thinking is, I was about to say, Jake is so dry over here. How many of those UN meetings have they had? In New York.
mm-hmm.
And Jake never picks up on the fact that among all those nations at the UN meeting, you never see a sign of somebody sitting behind it where it says black or even African American. that means you're not included
Or
in
Puerto
this.
Rican.
Or Puerto Rican.
Nope.
Or Dominican.
Or Colombian.
Or Colombian.
Or even if they are there, when are they pleading your cause?
Yeah,
They
they
always
never
pleading
plead
the cause of
no
what?
representative.
Of the corporations, of the world, like, oh, the world gotta move forward.
Yeah.
While you in a third fucking world country, or you out here in Babylon degrading the projects and shit, like, they
You don't
talking
matter.
about let the world move forward, but let's leave these people behind, man. That's pretty much what they always do
Yeah,
every
so
single year.
when you had grassroots leaders like Malcolm X and other people that were on his similar platform, they were talking to Malcolm X at one point was talking about going to NATO and bring up charges against America. The UN to bring up charges against America. Well, they killed them before that could even happen.
They ain't make it to
Whenever
that
they,
point.
whenever a so-called Negro or Latino try to plead the cause of his people at the UN, they never hear that shit. They was talking about reparations to the UN, and everybody just walked out. Everybody trying to hear that.
Ain't trying to hear
They're
that
not
shit.
trying to hear that. They're not trying to see us as a nation. They want to see us separate. They don't, because listen, if they pay Judah reparations, right? You already know Asher, Issachar, Ephraim,
Gonna get in line.
Gad. Everybody's gonna get in line. Like, yo, what's up? Look, y'all did this for them. You
Yeah.
can do this for us. Now they'll give like little things to the tribes. Like they gave particular Gadite tribes casinos and licenses to run casinos, and some successful, some not so successful. Right? They gave some the better portions of the land, other ones the worst portion of the land.
Yeah.
Why? Why they do that? To keep the bitterness going on. Right? So you get some tribes, some so-called Native American tribes, they're doing way worse than others. So they're like, damn, like, what's up? Where the money at? And then they'll say, well, the ones that's doing bad are the ones that came into agreement with Esau to have the reservations and had their own semi-autonomy on their lands. While you got like the Indian Bureau? It's like the FBI, but for the Indians, right? Native Americans, right? And they're fucking terrible. The police force is terrible.
Yeah, that works
But
against them.
Huh?
That works against them.
And I was about to say that.
More
I was about to say that it worked against them. And then
Yeah.
you got the other tribes that didn't get into that agreement, but they were able to financially secure themselves a better foothold in America. Well, they love America because they're doing good. They're prospering. Like there's a place called there's a tribe called the Lumbee tribe, and their city is it's in America, in North Carolina, somewhere in South Carolina, but particularly. They're one of the wealthiest Native American tribes because all of their people are employed and they get checks too, and they get money. So they got businesses going. They're flourishing. You got other tribes where 91 to 90% of the tribal population, they don't even work. Why? Because they get checks every month from subsidies, some like the casinos and other things, man. So it's like you got like 6-7 kids in a house and shit. Everybody getting a check. So it's like we living good. They got big ass houses. They get cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's not every Native American tribe. And again, they do that shit to cause confusion amongst the tribes.
Because the majority of them suffer.
Right. So then now they're looking at you like, well, you either sell out or you did something wrong, or you ain't working hard enough, or you just want a handout. And that's not the case. Well, our people are suffering.
Yeah.
So again, what brings people together, especially nations together, is when they're being oppressed by the same person. And now that's a problem because now we got more than one tribe. You got something, bro?
Kind of. I got Acts 5:38 because ultimately none of these so-called grassroots leaders worked. Why? Because that was of men.
Yeah.
Those works were of men. Jake was trying to get out of the curse, escape the curses by their own means, which ultimately was never going to happen, or is never going to happen. You know, but there's the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is what's truly gonna bring the nation together first and foremost, and then get us back to the Heavenly Father, which in turn is gonna bring us salvation, man. The destruction of this kingdom, and ultimately bring what our kingdom, the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is Acts 5:38. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, he cannot overthrow it, lest he happily be found even to fight against the Most High."
Yeah, and that's right, because if the Most High set something up, you can't do nothing against that. Hey, the Heavenly Father and the Son set up Esau. That's why we as the tribes, we couldn't do nothing against that. I don't care how many insurrections we had, revolutions we had, smart, strong men we had, we couldn't defeat these men because the Lord was with them. Likewise, when the Lord was with us, the nations couldn't fuck with us, bro. When the How Shah was were working with us as a nation and we were working with them as our power, these nations couldn't do nothing against you. So what they do, they keep you in ignorance. They keep you in spiritual ignorance so that you can just keep tearing yourself up via sin and iniquity. If this thing be of the Most High, you're going to fight against the Most High. That's why when they come at us, when they come against us, ultimately they're going to be destroyed because the Lord going to live up a standard because we didn't set this up. Right. I didn't put none of this together, bro. You know what I'm saying? I heard the word and I was inspired to come out here and preach and prophesy. Other men taught me, and then the Spirit jumped on them men, or a particular man that I was speaking to at the time, and he was like, "Look, you know a lot, man, bro. You can go out there and you can preach." And I did it. Likewise,
you told us,
and these brothers likewise the same. I ain't know these men before I like in the world. I didn't know these men. I know them in the spirit because we're in the truth together. And now I know that we must have been doing this work in the ancient world somewhere together at a time. You know what I'm saying? Because the prophet spirits belong to the prophets. So now, what brought us together? The word. There's a precept about that said that we should come together with the word. The word brought us together. So again, we didn't put this thing together. Like my man Nino Brown said, hey, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? So when they come and fight against us, they really fight against the Lord, and that's when they're going to lose.
Right? It's the book of Baruch 4:36. It says, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High.
Right, from the east to the west, man. And you could add the north to the south of it too, but mainly from the east to the west. What brought us together? The word of the Holy One. It brought us together. We came together through the word. And we had to speak the word. Right? Because this is what makes us alive. So, like the brother was saying, you know, they had these other groups. You had the Black Panthers. You had the Young Lords. You had all of these groups, Nation of Islam. And none of that shit succeeded. It all failed because the Lord wasn't with that shit. A lot of them groups were set up by the CIA, Esau, Edom, by men. You had men that were really sincere in them groups that felt the oppression. It was like, look, we need to come together. Like that dude, they made a movie about this guy, Judas and the Black Messiah, which I forget that Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton, he was a young man, like 21 years old, 22 years old, but he was serious at the time in his life. He was extremely serious because he saw the oppression that was happening to his people, and then he saw other poor people, and he was like, look, we need to come together, we need to do this and that. We need to not look at, he was saying we need to not look at the outward appearance. He said, it don't matter if you're white, yellow, or black or brown, you know, we need to take over this motherfucker, which was the government. They called the government at the time. Yeah. But who ran the government? Who runs the government? It was Edomites. Especially in the 60s and the 50s. Niggas wasn't running shit in the politics, bro. Wasn't running nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it was. I believe like some states didn't even have a black politician until like 95. It was the man, when they used to say the man. It was short for the white man, which is the so-called white man that's Esau, Edom.
And you had those jakes behind the scene that was working with Esau.
Yeah, see? So then you
couldn't win.
You couldn't win. It was like it was a lose situation, which we got infiltrators amongst our ranks too. Mm-hmm. But guess what? They're gonna be weeded out because the Lord is doing this.
That's right.
It don't matter if you a government agent and you over here taking dossiers and you over here getting all this information. Nigga, what we do? All we do is go out and preach the truth and eat a couple burgers. You know what I'm saying? Follow the holy days and go home and do it all again and go back to work. It ain't nothing we doing. Ain't no brothers ain't out here saying like, yo, we gonna set fire to this, da. All what we doing what the Lord commanded us to go out here and preach the word, prophesy and preach and teach.
That's it.
And you can't fight against that. You fight against that, you're gonna lose every time.
Yeah, like for example, I gotta say it. The joker that just came over here. He see 3 men over here.
Mhm.
But he don't see the angels that's surrounding us.
No.
And he don't see the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai that puts us in this place. This Psalm 34 verse 7. The angel of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Yeah, so they defend us.
They
as
defend
well.
us all
So
day
in
long.
any situation we fall into, we're gonna be delivered out of that
All the
situation
time.
because the Lord is behind us.
That's right.
Romans 13:3, it says, for rulers are not a terror to good words, but to the evil.
Yeah,
Well, thou then not,
because like that's why it's like that's why niggas in the world that's doing all this evil, they getting chopped down by the rulers of this place, man.
Right.
You got niggas. If we was out here selling dope, man, the cops would be all over our ass. Yeah, if we was on a corner every day selling dope, but we out here speaking the word and we giving it for free. So ain't no the Lord ain't against us, and neither is the rulers. You know?
That's right. And I was gonna say, and we're not, our conscience is not, shoot, how can I say it? Like, yeah, like our conscience, like, it's clean.
Yeah.
We're not doing no wicked shit. Like, we know we ain't running no undercover operations
No
of
scams, none of
wickedness,
that
no
shit.
scams, none of those things. We just doing the good works, man. So at the end of the day, truth is gonna prevail.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you lock us up or try to do whatever it is that you gotta do, we know our power is gonna defend us. But what about you, man? Whether it's Esau or the 2/3 of our people, man, the Lord's gonna judge you people, man.
Yep.
Whether we're talking too loud.
Yeah, man, it's like because they ain't used to men being men in his world. If this was the ancient world or any time before this time, he wouldn't just walk up to us, man. If we was 3 women with big ass titties talking shit in the camera, they wouldn't say nothing, you know. But because these people, they feel like they have some type of authority. Like, bro, what country where you just walk up to somebody and tell them, wait a minute, men minding their business and you just interrupt them because you don't like what's being said.
Hey, you better be glad IUIC ain't out here.
Bro, man, for real, with the microphone and
With the
everything.
I was gonna say, there's no importance, there's no importance in their mind of this word, you
Yeah.
know. So to them, it's like a disturbance, you know. But ultimately, hey, this word reigns higher than anything that could be going on in the
That's right.
entire planet, man. This word reigns supreme, man.
Listen, tennis ain't gonna save you up out of your condition. You can play tennis all till your fucking eyes turn red and your hands get broken, nigga. It ain't gonna save you.
Or
Right?
nobody else.
Or anybody else. Even the people that are stars in that game, they gonna fucking die.
Right.
That wealth, it ain't gonna deliver you. You know what I'm saying? Like again, like you talk to the wrong man. I feel I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I feel really disrespected, bro.
Absolutely.
I feel really disrespected. It ain't even about me because the word was having free course, and here comes Satan walking over here with the
Satan's
bullshit. You're gonna be here for what, another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you're gonna fucking leave. Right? You ain't gonna be here all day. We out here 2 hours, 3 hours, till our feet hurt, till our fucking back hurt. You know what I'm saying, bro? Doing what? Doing the work.
Yep.
Something you should be supposed to be doing. If the brother said he was an Israelite, you supposed to be doing that. You an Israelite man, nigga. You ain't supposed to be playing no fucking games right here, playing childish games. Because games gonna get you killed out here. Games gonna get you destroyed out here. Okay? It ain't gonna get you delivered. You don't know who you are. You don't care who you are. A lot of you jakes, you putting all these identities on yourself. Who gave it to you? Your oppressor. Your oppressor told you was Spanish, Puerto Rican, Nicaraguan, Mexican, El Salvadorian, Hispanic, Latino X. Why your shit change? I ain't never heard nobody call you Chinese X. I ain't never heard nobody say you was East Indian X. Now all of a sudden you Latin X. Like, I thought, bro, when I heard that shit, I thought it was some X-Men shit. I was like, what the fuck is Latin X? That's some Marvel shit? You look at that dumb shit, why is your nationality gotta keep changing? Because that's how they keep you in a constant state of derision, in a constant state of confusion,
That state.
in a
that we're going
dead state.
into.
So let's get back to that.
Back in you were holding something?
No, you got it.
Back in Ezekiel 37 and verse 5, it says, "Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you."
Yeah, that dude, he didn't have breath. He didn't have the breath of his knowledge and the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Just like 2/3 of the people on his sign here. That's why you don't see us out, and you won't have big crowds of Israelites, Negroes, Latino, Native Americans around us. Nobody comes around pretty much. It used to be 1 to 2 people. Now it's just us speaking to the brothers on the camera being edified.
It ain't for them.
Right, because it ain't for them. The scripture says, teach these words to the wise of our people, of your people that may understand. This dude's trying to emulate a white man. He got the blonde hair, the long hair. That's that tennis look. Just as something to say, oh yeah, we were playing a game of tennis. You know, I'm really good at it, man. Check my twing out.
A conversation point when he's around Edomites.
Yeah, you're around other Edomites and shit who talking shit about your people. You think you're different. You're the joke of the day. You know? Fucking Ramirez trying to act like he goddamn Peter Sanford or some shit. Pete Sanford. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't even close, man.
Nah, man, you niggas is whack out here, bro. You niggas is whack. I could do what you was just doing, bro. And I don't even play that game. The fuck?
Yep, that's what
And you don't got audacity talking about some, can you keep it low? Can you keep it low? Nigga, I was like, this is my speaker. I wasn't even yelling. Bro, imagine if I was fucking yelling, bro. You'd really be offended. But it wasn't it wasn't us. It was Yahweh Shah that this guy was offended at.
Yep.
And that's gonna cost him, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna come a time in y'all people's lives, you scoff it, like, bro, it was this one dude who came out here, right? I did a lesson on it. This dude, he came out, I want to say it was I don't know, dude. All I know is that I gave this dude my phone number. I don't know what I was thinking, but we was at camp. He said you were there, right? I want to say it was either the day that you got there, the first day you came to camp. It was two of y'all. One dude stood there on the back, you was standing right here on this side. Long story short, I gave dude my number, and come to find out, this dude's a fucking scoffer. He became a scoffer. He was listening and learning from Great Millstone, never joined a camp, never even tried, right? Nigga he got offended by a particular doctrine that we speak, right? Whether it was a break doctrine, whether it was a no long hair, what they call a no long hair doctrine, or he's on this big trip about Abraham marrying Sarah. He said that we teach that it's incest, which I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard the apostles teach that. Long story short, you got people that become scoffers, bro. That claim to be listening and learning, but eventually they get something happens and they get frustrated and then they get scoffed. So I did a lesson, not even about him scoffing. I just did a lesson off of what Apostle Tahar did on this guy, and then he comes to my, because I was like, I don't know you. I don't know this dude. I ain't never had a conversation with him on the phone. Even though I gave him my number, I ain't fucking know who you were, bro. You don't do the work. You ain't been out here. You ain't doing the work. You ain't asking no questions. Like, you know that one brother that used to come out here, he had to go overseas to go to work and shit. That brother used to come out here all the time. And then what? Now he be on Common Board all the time. Yeah, he be on the brother.
I know.
Yeah, I know. He be on a Common Board all the time. Right? When we go live, when we do the weekly videos together, he's on it. We do live shows. That brother's on there doing what? Edifying. And that's what it's about. He may not be a prophet. It may not be for him to teach. But hey, he may be one of the brothers that's going to be healed and sealed. Because he believes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got some dudes, they come in this thing or they get offended, whether they don't even come in. They just be on the other side of the gate getting fucking scoffed up. Scoffing with scoffing demons on them. You got it, bro.
That's right. It says, Ezekiel 37:5, it says, thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
And that's what this word is doing for us. We're living. We're not in a dead state. I don't think I'm an African American. I don't call myself African American. I don't think I'm a Rastafarian. I ain't no fucking Muslim.
We ain't black.
I ain't black. I don't accept that term on me or my kin. I'm an Israelite.
That's right.
I'm an Israelite in the truth. Right? So that means something to us. I'm living now. I got hope now. We were given a gift of faith.
That's right.
Right? We were given the holy name of Yahweh Shah. There's a scripture that says one shall call himself Jacob, the other one shall surname himself Israel or something like that. So because now we're living, because this is what they didn't want.
Now we know who we are and what our purpose is.
What our purpose is, that's right. Our purpose is, that's what matters. Because when we was in the world, we didn't know our purpose. I didn't know what I was on this earth for. I had no idea. Now I know what my purpose is.
That's why, you know, the Apocrypha says, let them perish then, let those perish then who were born in vain.
Yeah, born in vain. Yeah.
A lot of our people, man, they were born in vain. But we, Lord willing, will be part of the elect. We were born for a purpose, man. And it was to what? To preach his word.
And teach others
That's
so
right.
that they can grow and that they can learn. And not only to teach others, hopefully, Lord willing, to remain with those.
That's right.
You got it, bro?
I got a quick precept. Isaiah 44 verse 5. One shall say, I am the Lord's. Start at 4. Isaiah 44 verse 4. And they shall spring up as among the grass.
Start at the top.
44 verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
Right? Because we were taught in the world that the Lord chose everybody. He loves everybody. The one you originally called God and Jesus just loves everybody. Everybody's chosen. Just come and find some Christianity and you good.
Yeah.
Come to find out, though, we found out the Lord chose a people. Out of all the multitudes of those nations, he chose a people.
Yeah.
And then within that people, he chose particular men and women to believe. Right?
Yeah, we call that the elect within the elect.
That's right.
Because the nation of Israel is the elect, the chosen out of all the nations. But within that elect, that nation, there's the elect, the
Yep.
chosen.
Which is the real aristocracy.
Many are called, few are chosen.
Every nation has its own aristocracy.
Yeah.
Esau's aristocracy, we know, is the Rothschilds, them people, them ilk. Well, amongst our people, we have an aristocracy. We have the real nobles, and they're not entertainers. They're not athletes. They're not captains of industry. Those are not the noble of our people. The nobles of our people are the elect of Israel.
Yeah.
Right?
Isaiah 44, I'll start at verse 2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by GMSHAWAII that made thee and formed thee from the womb.
Let's start at 1 again.
Start at 1 again. Isaiah 44 verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by GMSHAWAII that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty.
And that's what this word is. We were in a thirsty state. We reading about the dry bones.
Dry bones. Yeah.
And this water, this water of life, this living water,
Yeah.
which is the truth. The scriptures say, Yahweh Shai say, he that believeth on me, out of his belly shall flow what? Rivers of living water. Right? We in the world, we would drink the stagnant water, dead water, water that had no nutrients in it. And what was that? It was different philosophies, those world philosophies, those idolatry.
Yeah.
Right? But now we drinking living water. Read that question.
Isaiah 44:3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground.
Yep.
I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring.
Right, and that's right. So this is all about a seed of man. A seed of man, the seed of man, and the seed of that Israelite man. And what not only to that man, but to his offspring.
Yep.
It went from Abraham, Isaac, to Jacob, then to the 12 patriarchs, and all the way down to us, the sons of Israel.
That's right.
Okay?
And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses. One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
And that's what we're doing. Exactly what we're doing today. We saying we are the Lord's. And you said we're Yasharallah. Ya'ikwa. That was in there?
Well, there's more. A little
Right.
more. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses. You want verse 5?
Good.
One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
And that's what we're doing.
Here it is.
The bar Yahweh, the one Yahweh, the one Yasharallah. You know what I'm saying?
And this ain't for everybody.
No, it ain't.
See, people see us out here, and they think we're out here trying to gather them to this.
Yeah.
You're just privy to hear this.
That's
But
it.
this is only for the elect.
Yeah, because this word will never benefit you, because
That's right.
like the brother said, it's not for you.
It's not for you.
It's only for a select group of men within Israel.
And we don't select those men. Yahweh Shai, many are called, but few are chosen.
Well, they were all of the men of the Lord were already chosen before the
That's
foundation
right.
of the earth. the people that Israel is going to be saved, it's nothing that we could do. It's nothing that we did do, didn't do. It was all set up by Yahweh Shai. These are going to be the chosen. These people. And we in this flesh, we don't know. So what we do, we give diligence to make our calling and election sure.
There you go.
So what? So that, hey man, when it's all said and done, hey, I know I did what was commanded of me. I gave it my all. I did what I had to do. And in that, we hope to receive a pardon and mercy.
Yep.
Right? But you only going to do that if you're part of the elect. So you look at, you got Jake all around. Jake buzzed out here. Jake is through out here. He's an Israelite man, but guess what? This word ain't for him.
All Israel ain't Israel.
All Israel ain't out there. All Israel ain't Israel of the Most High.
Yeah.
Just because you are Israelite don't mean that you're an Israelite of the Most High.
Right.
Right? In this world, they teach you that you black, so you belong to black people. So you just all black people is black. Nah, bro, that don't make no sense. Or you Hispanic, all Hispanic people are the same. Yeah. You're all the same. That's not true. We're not all the same. Like Apostle Dahar said, you're not like us, man. They're not like us.
And even Yahushua, when he was on this earth, he made a statement where he said he marveled at their unbelief. And those were Jakes that didn't believe. They were scoffers. And imagine that, even Yahushua, the Son of the Most High, said, man, I done did all these miracles in front of you, and you still saying I'm not the one. And he told him he was the one.
Yeah, that was really about because they didn't believe that he could bring that woman back to life from his father. So they was like, well, come on, bro, you already know how the Lord get down. You already know, you've seen it with your eyes, and you think that this is above me? No. It's like, look, man, get the hell out of here, man. Go ahead,
Back in Ezekiel 37:6, it says, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you.
And that's his knowledge, wisdom, understanding, our culture, our identity. Yeah. We were in a world with no identity. We had no identity, but now we have it. Go ahead.
And ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. So I prophesied and was commanded. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said
this dude's on that dude, the scoffer dude, he on a live chat talking about something. I don't believe Abraham and Sarah committed incest like your elders teach. They don't teach that, bro. But go ahead, read that again, Kahan.
It says, Ezekiel 37:8, it says, when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me.
So they knew they were Israelites, but they didn't have the breath in them. They didn't have the understanding. You got a lot of men out here that know that they're Israelites, but they don't have the true understanding. They like that dude, Lashuan Tahar. This guy, man. This guy, he got to prove himself. He got to prove everything. He ain't eat the whole world. He knows he's an Israelite, but he can't accept certain things, bro. And I don't even know what he's talking about the incest thing. But nope, Apostle Tahar didn't say Abraham committed incest with Sarah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think she might have been his niece anyway. It don't matter. The scripture say you can marry your niece. I ain't doing it, but I'm just saying, like, that's what the precepts say. You can do that. She wasn't his sister though. She wasn't his nearest of kin like that. And that man. But you can't even get over that. You can't even see beyond that. So that's your problem. You know that you're an Israelite, but you don't know the whole truth. And that's where you fail at. Yeah. And you will always fail at that because the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. And you butthurt. So you just keep trying to get somebody to show you attention. Right? As long as we mention your name, as long as you'll take the excerpt out, do a video on it, and see, oh, you see this, oh, you see that, and we still don't see your ass, man. Go out there and do the work, bro. You can't believe in some of the word and then not all of the word. You can't be, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not offended in none of the word, bro. I believe everything, bro. Everything,
The
bro.
whole
Because
Bible.
at the end of the day, it's all about salvation, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever your topic is that you're talking about, how's that gonna help your salvation? It's gonna hinder your salvation because you're gonna be it's just another stumbling block for you. Just like the long hair thing. This nigga wanted long hair. He got dreadlocks. So he
Make an excuse.
Yeah, he made an excuse. He made a whole video to excuse that shit, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, nigga, I can't do it, no, bro. If you was in our company, bro, hey man, you gotta go down the block, bro. We can't even get to the things that are really are pertinent to you right now, because you stuck on this. You keep asking people to just do a video on this, do a video on, and nobody's doing videos on it, bro, because you're persona non grata.
Yeah.
It says Ezekiel 37:8. So like 37:9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say unto the wind, thus saith the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live.
Yeah,
that
and
they may live.
You gotta break it down, John.
So this is what, speaking about the Holy Spirit, man, to come upon what those Israelite men and women, but chiefly the men that were meant to what, to bring forth this word, you know, to what, to come upon those that were chosen, that we may live again, that we may know the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
You know.
Yep.
Well, there's a scripture in the Apocrypha that says, for the breath is for his word is the breath of life, roughly paraphrasing. But yeah, man, you know,
You can find it. I'm sorry.
yeah, his breath is his word, I believe it says.
Psalm 33:6, maybe. The other one I'm pulling up is 2 Timothy 3:16.
No, I know it's in the Apocrypha, but
Inspired.
I mean in Genesis 2 and 7 it says, and the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And that breath of life is the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He made him privy to the knowledge of righteousness, man.
Yeah,
that's what made him a living soul.
Yeah, because prior to that, man on earth, they were on earth, but they didn't have the knowledge of righteousness, right? They didn't have the knowledge of what to do, what not to do in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So the Lord gave that to Adam. That's why he was like the first king on the earth, right? It was Adam, and the Lord gave Adam that understanding. Adam is Yahushua, so he gave him that understanding, and now he became what? A living soul. He wasn't just in a beastly state. No, he wasn't living in a carnal state. He was spiritual now. He understood things. He understood why the Lord did what he did, why he created things, things that he told man on the earth to abstain from, and other things that he showed man and which made him pleased, made that man pleasing in his eye. It's really the law, statutes, and commandments. He gave him the understanding of proper sacrifice to the Most High. All of these things, the same thing we're doing today, and it makes up what? A living soul.
It's like you know, when you're playing a sport, like, you know, prior to you enjoying the game, like, you gotta understand the rules so that you could have an idea, like, oh, this is the point of the game, you know? Because if they throw you in, let's say you never played fucking, I don't know, a foreign sport, cricket or rugby or some shit, and they just throw you out in the field, you don't know the rules, you don't know what the fuck to do, you're just gonna be doing some shit that's way off, and people are gonna be like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Yeah.
You know, so you're not enjoying that game, you're not living that sport.
No.
So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai kind of gave us the rules, like, look, this is how you succeed in this game, and in righteousness, not in wickedness, obviously. And when we receive that knowledge of righteousness, man, that's what made us live in, you know, because like the elder said, now we understand why the Lord created things and why he gave us those laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
Yeah, because when the Lord put man on this earth, he didn't just set man on this earth just to do what they wanted. He made this world a paradise, but there's directions how to live. And you had quoted that scripture. All scripture was given by what the inspiration.
2 Timothy 3:16.
Go back to that.
Because he gave those laws, statutes, and commandments to Israel to what? To manage the earth. Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the heathens were just being lawless, doing some crazy
That's
shit.
what man was doing in prior to the flood. And the sons of God, and they had the knowledge because Adam passed it down from one son to the next, and it was oral back then. But instead, Jake did what? Same thing they do today. They were wooed by sons of man and the things they were doing, and they were just committing all manners of wickedness and evil. Even during, I think, Terah was, Abraham was Terah's son, I believe. Terah, yeah. Terah, which he was an Israelite. Well, we weren't called Israelites back then. We were still sons of God. But guess what? He was an idol worshiper. And even Abraham was brought up into that idolatry. But the Lord called him out of that and separated him and brought him back to the understanding and the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So that made Abraham great amongst men on the earth. You read about that in the book of Josephus, man. He went to them heathen nations, man, and he stood out because of the Spirit of the Lord was with him. He gave him understanding.
Right.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
Are we in the NLT?
NLT, it says, all scripture is inspired by the Most High and is useful to teach us what is true and to make us realize what is wrong in our lives.
And if you don't have this knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shai, you wouldn't know that. When we was in the world, I didn't know eating certain foods were abominable. You know? Now you got, as an Israelite, you naturally abstain and kind of disdain certain things because it's in our spirit. But even still, when you're in your ignorance, you don't know no better. Something that's abominable to the Most High, you be like, oh, it tastes good, so let me go ahead and eat it. It's made a delicacy in front of you, right? But then now I'm in the truth. I understand that, hey, that's not good for me. According to the Bible, the Lord said I'm not supposed to eat that. Why? Because it's going to destroy me. Certain acts that you committed in the world. Like in the world, they teach you that homosexuality and lesbianism is acceptable. Everybody accepts it. It don't matter where you go. They got programs and shit. They put it all in your face. So you got people that don't even know the scriptures. Israelites don't know the Bible, that are into that way of death, and they believe that it's a way of life, right? But that's because they're without the truth, and they don't understand it. And then all they're doing is living a life full of lust, just giving into your constant lust all the time. And you wonder why you're being destroyed. You think it's bad luck. You think it's just not my turn yet. Oh, why is bad things keep happening to me? Because you're not right with the Lord. That's right. You don't have no true spiritual vision and understanding. But when you come into this truth, you realize that, hey, look, man, this is wrong. This is right. This is wrong. And this is right in the sight of the Lord. And it corrects me. If I do something wrong, it gives me the correction for that. And that's how you live. Again, the earth wasn't made to be like a free-for-all for mankind, what they call mankind in this world, for man. That's the sons of God, that's the sons of man, even the sons of wicked. It wasn't created to be a free-for-all. It's an order to live in this earth. Like you was mentioning about instructions. You got instructions to do things the correct way. Yeah, you might can do it without the instructions, but I guarantee you're going to forget something. I guarantee you something's going to be off because you didn't follow the instructions. When you follow the instructions, you learn how to do it properly. And so the Lord didn't send us down on this earth without instruction. He gave us the instruction, which is the knowledge and wisdom. He gave it to a particular people, these men of this nation, to lead the world, right? And now we living in a world without these instructions. Esau's living in a world, he has the instructions, but the nigga won't read it. And even if he read it, he don't understand it. So guess what? He just doing what he want to do. And it's fucking up the earth. It's fucking up the people. Right? He said the Lord, the way that the Most High did it is wrong. So he has to reinvent it. He has to make it, he can make it better through his technology. Right? They keep giving you these fake forms of money, having you thinking that this is the way that you're supposed to live. People are so wrapped up in a mindset of getting money, maintaining money, and keeping it coming in, that they don't understand that they're just running in a rat wheel, a rat circle.
Yep.
Don't understand that that's not what life is all about. The Lord didn't create this earth to be managed and operated by economics. Economics plays a part in it, but it's not the end all be all. Now you have people that love money. And what the love of money is what? The root of evil. Because you'll do anything and everything to obtain it. Right? You'll sacrifice your own selves, your others, you'll sacrifice your moral fiber, you'll sacrifice your spiritual well-being just to obtain something that's carnal. Right? And that's not really going to benefit you in the end. Because you always need it. You never have enough of it. No, I don't know nobody on this earth that say, you know what, I got enough money, except the brothers in the truth. And even then we ain't got enough money, but we got enough because the Lord provided for us. So that's enough for us. That's good enough for us. But in the world, you got to constantly keep getting it. And it's really to keep you in a state of slavery and a subjugation unto the elites, because there's a way that you're supposed to use. They use money in this world. That's why it's always available to them, because they have the inside knowledge. While the average person thinks that going to work, working a 9 to 5, that's going to get it. If I invest my money here, or if I do what this person did, I'm going to get it. All you talk about is money, but it's so much more to life than money. It's so much more to living than just working in slavery, because that's what it is. You're in slavery. We're all in slavery. It's just that some people have better portions of slavery than others. You got the field hands, you got the house Negroes, right? You got the ones that got more liberty to go abroad, but you're still in captivity, you're still in slavery. Right. The Lord didn't create this earth for the Israelites to be in slavery. There's a scripture that says that Israel, a homeborn slave, why is he spoiled? Because we're not set. The Lord didn't set Israel up, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to be set on this earth to be constant slaves and oppressed and constantly looking in the window all the goddamn time. He created us to be rulers on this earth in righteousness. He created us to be leaders on this earth, priests, kings and priests on this earth in righteousness, man. The heathen, they are our servants. They're supposed to be serving us.
That's right.
That's in the scriptures. I'm not making this up. I'm not pulling out my ass. It's in the scriptures, bro. The heathen were created. We were created to serve Yahweh Shai. They were created to serve us. They weren't created to have all this liberty. They weren't created to play games. They weren't created to rule over us. They weren't created to instruct us in righteousness. No, we were created to do that for them.
That's right. Back in Ezekiel 37 and verse 10, it says, "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army." This is speaking about the elect. It says, then he said unto me, "Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Wasn't Solomon 5?
Behold, they say our bones are dried and our hope is lost."
Read the other verse again.
Ezekiel 37 and verse 10. "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army." Then he said unto me, "Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts."
So like when it says they set up on a great exceeding army, didn't it say all that saw them were frightened? Something like that? All that saw them?
Exceeding great army.
Yeah, let's see.
Ezekiel 37 and 10. "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army."
Yeah, and that's what we are today. not talking army of men of the Lord. We ain't talking about IUIC. That ain't the army, bro. The army is the men of the Lord. And this is what's fighting in the super elite. Right? This is why Jay Rockefeller said the internet should have never been invented. Because it's exposing them and then it's giving us a voice to speak to the masses. You know? We don't need to go on CNN, Fox News, and none of that shit. We on YouTube. This thing is broadcast right now. It's being broadcast simultaneously across the planet right now. You got men and women, and right now and even later that's going to tune in and that's going to be edified to hear this word from all across the world. And we ain't had to go nowhere. We ain't took a trip to the Solomon Islands. We ain't had to do that. We in the Pacific, but guess what? It's going to the east, north, south, and west. This word is going all the way around, and we're standing up an exceeding great army. Go ahead, bro.
Well, then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
So now we know who these bones represent. They represent the whole house of Israel, all 12 tribes. Go ahead.
They say our bones are dried and our hope is lost.
And that's
we are cut off from our parts.
And that's what we were in the world. Our bones are dry. We were cut off from our parts, from our nationality, our understanding. Go ahead.
Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
Right. Let's go to Revelation 11 and 9. Hold that.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 9. Revelation 11. Scrolling. Revelation 11 and verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and an half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right. So the nations, they didn't want us to be put into a state of who we are, a state of rest. That's right. Right. That 3.5 days, was like 350 years. That's from the time we got here to the Americas, to the Southern Kingdom, all the way to 1969, where Abba Bivens was raised up. Okay. And now what? We're standing up, we're speaking. But the nation, they didn't want us to be put in our, they wanted us to just put us in our rest. In our graves is what? These different locations in the world where we're at. So let's go back to that verse again, bro.
Ezekiel 37 and verse 12. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
And that's what ultimately, that's what's about to happen. We're telling you this is going to happen through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. We're prophesying and preaching the downfall of this kingdom, Esau's kingdom, and then the rise of the Israelite kingdom, Jacob. And when we got to have somewhere to rule from, don't we? Esau has. So where we going to rule from? Israel. Don't get that. Oh.
Time.
In the NOT it says, Therefore prophesy unto them and say, This is what the sovereign Lord says, O my people, I will open your graves of exile.
Yo, there it goes. Thank you.
Rise again.
The water, brother. The water, my brother. That's right, man. Because the water Yahweh Bashar Shah, because like we just said, it's where we were scattered at.
That's right.
You got Jake all over the earth, man. You got Jake scattered all over the earth in all these different nations. Because that was a curse that was given unto us. Right? Deuteronomy 28 and 63.
Deuteronomy 28 and 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. Verse 64. And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
You see? And that's our, we're in exile right now. That's where you get the term diaspora from. Right? The so-called Jews, they just worry about, they say Jewish diaspora, right? But they don't talk about the other 10 tribes, right? They don't talk about them. They only talk about the Jewish people, Jewish this, Jewish that. Like they're the only ones that were exiled. All of Israel were exiled. We were exiled last from the land, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. But then you also had the northern kingdom. They were in the Americas already, right? Because they were exiled. And now we have seed in every nation across the earth, right? We have seed in every nation on the earth because we're in exile. Can you read that again in the NLT?
Ezekiel 37:12. Therefore prophesy to them and say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. O my people, I will open your graves of exile and cause you to rise again.
And the Lord opened up our graves of exiles and causing us to rise again through his word, through his son. Through
Right.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, and the Holy Spirit, the Rakah Kodash. Right? The Lord is causing us to what? Come out of our graves in exile.
Yep.
It says, then I will bring you back to the land of Israel.
And then ultimately, the Lord's going to bring us back to the land of Israel after he destroys the enemies of Israel. That's the nations. That's 2/3 of our people. And he's going to save us via the chariots. And he's going to take us back to Israel. The state of Israel is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire, but it's going to be rebuilt back up. And our borders are going to be extended. Okay? That's where the Lord's going to take us back home take us back home to.
That's right.
Isaiah 14:1 and 2.
This is the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1 and 2. For the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
All throughout the scriptures, that narrative never changes. It's always about Israel. It starts with the elect of Israel, but ultimately all Israel. Right? The Lord ain't dealing with no other nation. So that cuts out the world, the one you really call God, and Jesus loves everybody. That's not true. And that he accepts everybody. That's not true. Right? That's not true at all. The Lord is dealing with one nation and one nation only. And that's the nation of Israel. And for a long time, we didn't know that we were the Israelites. We did not know that we were the people of the Bible. It has been told, it has been said and passed, but we didn't really understand it until we came into the knowledge. Go ahead.
And set them in their own land.
He's going to set us in our own land. We ain't got to be scattered no more. We don't have to be slaves and servants to these other nations no more. Right? Go ahead.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Which is Israelite foreigners, other Israelites from other that's scattered amongst the nations. Just like now. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Keep reading.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to enslave the nations.
Right.
Right? They ain't all we're going to do, but that's going to be part of that redress for what happened to us. Because were we not enslaved to all the nations? Yes, we were. At one point in time, we were in captivity to every nation. It don't matter which one you pick one, choose one. We were under their thumb. We were under their foot. So now these nations, they're going to be under our control, right? They're not going to be in situations where they walk and they got their families and they in peace, because they're in peace. They're in relative peace. But in the kingdom of heaven, they're not going to go through that. They're going to be under constant disruption, bro. Right? They're going to have to go through what we're going through. They're going to be exiled. All the lands that they live in today, they're not going to be living in them lands when slavery comes. They're going all bodies, asses and elbows, is going to be in Israel, bro.
Yep.
Right.
The sons and the daughters of these nations that hate us, they're going to be serving us on bended handed knee. All of them. because that's called repayment. The Lord said that that's a righteous thing.
Right.
So these nations, they oppressed us, we're gonna oppress them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in our kingdom. You ain't gonna see heathen just walking about, just enjoying life. You know, oh, I just want to go enjoy the sun. You know, just scrolling through the social media and walking and mincing with their feet. They're not. No, they're gonna be working, bro. They're gonna be working. You're gonna be too busy to work. You're gonna be too busy to play. You're gonna be too busy to be playing. Your head's gonna be down, but it's gonna be down working, 24/6. That's how it's gonna be, because that's how we work. You know, they expect Jake to be at work all day long. They quick to say you ain't got no job, you a bum, you this, you that. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that, nigga, we work. We get a days off too. You know? So y'all nations, y'all gonna be oppressed. Y'all oppressed us, and we gonna have y'all what? Servants and handmaids, slaves and slave women.
Yep.
That's what that says. You know, you got women out here that they look nice and all that other stuff. And what are they doing with it? Nothing but vanity. No, you're going to be serving the men of the Lord. You're going to be raising our children, rearing our children, right? You're going to be serving our daughters and our wives and daughters, right? You're going to be serving us. Because everybody's going back to their original role. See, now the roles are reversed and it's all out of order and out of whack. That's not going to be the case in the kingdom of heaven. Every nation is going to be focused on what? Building Israel. That's why there ain't gonna be no small tribe living in the Pacific Isle somewhere while motherfuckers in slavery in Israel. Nope. No, we emptying everything's getting emptied out. The Lord's gonna empty out every nation, and they're gonna be serving the children of Israel like they were supposed to.
That's right.
Like they were supposed to. And we think so forward, we're allowed to see so far in ahead in the future. We can look past 1,000 years of slavery and say, look, after that 1,000 years of captivity, you nations gonna get your land. But guess what? You still gonna be a permanent employment for the children of Israel. We ain't never working again, ever.
That's right.
Ever, never, ever, never. We're not gonna. Children of Israel ain't gonna know what it's like to lift up a thumb to go do anything, because you nations, you're gonna bear children, and that's more employment for us, employees for us.
Human resource.
Human resource, because that's what you are. Y'all treated us like a human resource all throughout millennium, man. Now it's our turn. Go ahead.
Right. You were done with that, Ariel?
What you was reading that?
You shall take captives.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
This is back in Ezekiel 37. And verse 13. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Verse 15, and it's subtitled Reunion of Judah and Israel. It says, the word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for his children. It's like for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all of the house of Israel, his companions.
Yep. And
join them one to another into one stick.
And that's why we got this stick right here. That's why we got this plank right here, right? Because we no more separate. I'm sorry, which one you read? Because we in this.
It says, and join them one to another into one stick.
Did you read that?
Ezekiel 37:16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
So Judah's companions is who? Benjamin and Levi, right? The so-called West Indians and Haitians. And Judah is the so-called African Americans. So that's the southern kingdom. Go ahead.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
Right, and that's the northern kingdom, starting with the so-called Puerto Rican, all the way down to the so-called Mexican. so-called Colombian, Uruguayan, so-called Native American, Seminole Indian, right? These are, now we're all one. Go ahead.
In the NLT, it says, Son of man, take a piece of wood and carve on it these words. These represent Judah and all its allied tribes. Then take another piece and carve these words on it. This represents Ephraim and the northern tribes of Israel.
And that's right.
That's right.
There you go. It is.
Verse
And
17.
now we're one. We're not separated no more. Because at one time we were separated. Since the death of King Solomon and his son Rehoboam, and you had Jeroboam, the son Ephraimite that ruled the northern kingdom, that we were separated. But now the Lord is bringing us together. We're back together as one now. That's why you see this sign. So somebody might see themselves on the sign and say, look, that's me. Like, hey, you're an Israelite. And if you go back to us on your father's side, you know, so we don't look at ourselves as a separate people no more. We look at each other as one nation of people. And this is what Esau does not want. You know?
Verse 17, it says, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand.
Yep, and that's when you see this sign, we're one nation.
And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand.
Yeah, and that's where we back at. Now you can't separate us no more. You can't try to put that division between us no more. Hey, the Lord broke this. The Lord accused that I will break the bond of brotherhood. The Lord broke that brotherhood between us because of our iniquities, right, and our sins. And now He's what? Bringing us back together. Be it the blood and power and the sacrifice of His Son Yahushua. Of His Son Yahushua. Yeah, we ain't gonna have to hear that in the kingdom, bro. I ain't hating that they having fun, but that shit just annoying, bro.
Spirit working the demons up. Zechariah 11:14. This is the book of Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 11.
Demon.
Big time. Demon legion. Zechariah 11 verse 14. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. And the Lord said unto me, take unto thee yet the instruments of a foolish shepherd. For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land, which shall not visit those that be cut off.
Yeah, that was it on there. So the Lord, He set the divide up, and that was because of our iniquities. And now the Lord bringing us back together. The Lord, through His Son, is bringing us back into that adoption. Now we're going home. We're together. We're one nation again.
Yep.
And it starts with the elect, right? It starts with the elect. There ain't no difference between a so-called Negro or a so-called Puerto Rican or so-called Colombian. We're the same. We're brothers, we're sisters, bro. And in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the flesh as well. And salvation is for us.
Right.
It's not for these other nations. The other nations don't got no part in salvation when it comes to the scripture, bro. Salvation is for the children of Israel. It's all about the redemption of Israel. The second covenant is for who? For Israel. It ain't for every nation. Every nation not going to be immortal. You know, every nation not going to have the laws and commandments within them. The only nation that's going to have those things is the children of Israel. Yeah, I was liking what the elder, what Claudia Plum was saying in the UK today, when they were out preaching. Yo, man, the Lord's going to really show a difference between us and these nations. We're going to have a visage that's different than the other nations, man, because we're going to be gods on the earth. We're going to be actually supermen and superwomen and super babies on the earth, right? We're going to have that difference. There ain't going to be no confusion in that game. Who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite? You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no conversion tactics to make you one of us. Nah. we're gonna be separate. The Lord gonna bring power back in the earth, man. And it's gonna be via the elect men, starting with the elect men, the house of David, the whole house of David, the tabernacle of David.
Well, the scriptures say that wisdom maketh a man's face to shine. So hey, Yahweh Shina Shah is gonna put all wisdom chiefly upon the elect, but amongst all Israelites, all Israelites.
That bitch is crazy.
I ain't
What is
looking
she
at her.
saying?
I thought she was talking to the brother. That's why I was like, don't pay no attention to that. He was looking. I thought she was, demons be fucking with.
You know what I'm saying in my head? I was throwing up the curses.
Yeah, that's probably why she
So
was
that's why
out.
she looked this way.
They said demons
That's
on
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, man, the Lord's gonna put all wisdom upon His people, chiefly the elect, man. And that's gonna be seen, like the elders going into, man. Hey, I remember we were having a conversation with the brother Ariel one time about, like, just the way Yahweh Shai is gonna look, man. Like, He's gonna be the perfection of everything, man. And we're gonna be a resemblance of Yahweh Shai, man. So imagine a nation of perfect men and women. People are gonna, these heathen nations are gonna look at us like, damn. I don't know if you brothers have seen like dudes on Instagram, like they be like some tall ass dudes that like buffed up and shit, and like they dress nice and whatever. They be walking down like famous strips and shit, and
women
like bitches be like
bitches be
with
in
their
awe.
mouth open.
Yeah.
Even dudes be looking at them like, damn, this motherfucker's like a good looking dude and shit.
Bitches be throwing it. They be out there flunking out. They be touching themselves. They be trying to touch him. They be trying to rub up on him and shit. Cause that's what these women miss, man. And we're gonna be the tallest people on the earth, bro.
And the most handsome, everything.
We're gonna be
perfect.
the apex of beauty from the what you call the Negro woman today. That's not gonna exist. She gonna be the apex of beauty in the kingdom of heaven. Like the women of other tribes gonna be fine too, but that Negro woman, she gonna be the baddest, bro.
Yeah.
She gonna be the baddest.
She gonna be the diamond.
And the Israelite men, we're gonna be the most handsome on earth, man. Nobody, we ain't gonna have no blemishes, man, of any kind.
Yeah.
Everything gonna be perfect on our body. Everything gonna be perfectly proportioned, and then we're gonna be endowed with spiritual power. So, hey, we can do anything.
Yeah.
It's nothing is gonna be beyond our grasp and our power, except sinning.
Right.
That's it. But go ahead, bro. What you got?
Romans 8 verse 15. For ye have not received the spirit.
What's it? Heir? We have heirs of the Most High. I'm sorry, bro.
Romans 8.
Yeah.
Sons and heirs.
Yeah. 16 and 17. I'm sorry.
Fine. Romans 8, 16 and 17. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Yeah, so we could look at the spirit of Yahweh Shai dwells within us. So that's how we know that we're the sons of the Most High. We look at the things that were said that were going to transpire amongst the Israelites. That's happening amongst us to this very day.
And I wanted to add to what you just said. When I started doing the GMSHAWAII walk and talk, one thing I noticed right away was how powerful this truth is. Because a lot of times as I'm walking and talking, I'll see the reaction from people, not from me, but from the Spirit of the Lord. People start acting like these jokers over here. They just start acting out. And I realized from that this truth is so powerful, it causes these demons to act up.
Yeah, because...
And they don't even know.
No, they don't. People don't even know they're being possessed.
Yep, they don't know. But we know.
Yep, and so it's the Spirit itself, bear with us with our spirit, that we are the sons of the Most High.
That's it.
Keep reading,
Verse 17, Romans 8. And if children, then heirs.
If sons, then heirs. Go ahead.
Heirs of the Most High.
Heirs of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Go ahead.
And joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be glorified also, that we may be also glorified together.
So here it is. Yahweh Shai is going to be glorified. What you think was going to happen to us? We're going to be glorified, bro.
That's powerful.
We're going to be extremely glorified. Like Yahweh Shai is extremely glorified. We're going to be that glorified. He said he's not coming back as a man. He's not going to meet you as a man. He's going to meet you as a God, man. Because we are gods too.
We think that way now. We're kingdom-minded.
Psalms 82 and 6.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. Psalms 82 and verse 6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Yeah, it is. So here it is. We're gods too. Keep reading.
Verse 7. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes.
And that's why right now we're in a state where we're dying like men. in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be eternal. We're not gonna. That's why it's gonna be a difference between us and them, bro.
That's right.
Like we come on, we're gonna be the only eternal beings on the earth, bro. Like that one sister, I always play that video. She said, man, people were like 100 years old, but they look like they were still in their 20s, man. That's
Right,
come on, bro. Like we ain't gonna have no end. She said, if we wanted to go to the spirit world, we could go, and we're gonna have that ability. We ain't gonna have to die to go to the spirit world and have to rest. No, whenever brothers want to go to the spirit world, go to the spirit world. Come right back. It don't matter. We got eternity. It's never ending.
Never ending.
We're gonna live forever. That's why time is not gonna be what it is to us today. Brothers ain't gonna be having to watch they watch like, yo man, you gotta go, I gotta get out of here. No. We got forever, brother. You take your time. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be eternal. We're gonna be the only beings on the earth. And we're gonna be more than human. Right? And we ain't gonna have to use technology to improve that. No, we're gonna be more than human. We're gonna be extraterrestrial.
Yep.
Right? We're gonna have, we got SpaceX, these niggas going out there in space with spacesuits on, they can barely fucking move, they like this and shit.
Robots.
Nah, bro, we're gonna be able to go out there and play and
Right.
enjoy it with no spacesuits on. If you wanna take the chariots, take the chariots. If you wanna go like you are in your flesh, whatever, go in the flesh, bro. You wanna go down to the deepest portions of the ocean, we're gonna be able to do that without, and breathe.
Yep. That's right.
We ain't gotta be like hold our breath. No, we can just breathe, bro. No restrictions, bro.
No air tanks.
No air tanks, man. No worrying about pressure, destroying our bodies. We're gonna be indestructible.
Yep.
Yeah, the scriptures say that, Yahushua got dominion over all things, man, in the spirit and in the flesh, and we're gonna be co-inheritors of that blessing, man.
Yep.
So nothing is gonna stop us, and like, we're going into, man, we're gonna have the authority from on high to do all these things. You see Esau Edom, with his technology trying to reach the depths of the ocean, to get up high into the skies, man, to figure out the creation of the Most High, but he has found but very little things, man.
Yeah, he's seen a little bit of the Lord's work, and he still don't understand it. It still makes him perplexed, man.
That's right.
I was watching this show, this channel on YouTube called The Third Phase of the Moon, and they show a bunch of chariots and stuff. And these Edomites trying to figure out the dynamics of the chariot, how it worked. They don't believe certain things they see. They're like, oh, this is I don't know, but maybe it's this, maybe it's that, because they don't know. We know that those are the chariots of Israel. Those are the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Even the one of the brothers sent the video of the stones, the precious stones. I don't know if you watched it. So a dude was saying how the precious stones that are spoken of in the scriptures, the ones that the high priest had, and the ones that are spoken of in the book of Revelation, that the Jerusalem's gonna be made out of. Those stones, when you look at them in pure light, bro, it's like crazy how colorful it looks. Like it's like fuck beautiful, bro. I'm gonna send the video in the chat. And in my mind, I was like, damn, bro. Like, remember we always spoke about how when the elect get together in Jerusalem and hold high holy days, that the aura is just gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be.
That's power.
Like you couldn't even. I couldn't even imagine how dope it's gonna be, bro. And that light of righteousness is gonna come out of us, bro.
That's why the Lord said we ain't gonna need no temple in that day, because the Lord and Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah gonna be here, they are our temple.
Yep.
We're gonna be there. He says it's gonna be a shining light over where we at, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be we're about to take it to the next level, man. You read about King David and his mighty men, bro. That's coming back.
That's right.
These men were extreme. These are superheroes on the earth, bro. Before you had Marvel Comics and DC Comics.
That's where they got it from.
Yeah, that's exactly where they got it from, bro. So guess what? We're going back to that state, bro. We're going back, yeah, and way better. Because guess what? They were susceptible to sin. They could die. They did die. They did sin. But guess what? In the kingdom, we're not going to be able to sin. We're going to be sinless, right? And we're going to be immortal. We're going to be endowed with spiritual powers, man. We're going to be many most highs on the earth, bro.
Yep.
We're going to have access to infinite knowledge, bro. And it ain't going to blow our heads up.
Zechariah 12 and verse 8 says, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem And he that is feeble amongst them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua before them.
Yep.
So letting you know how great of an upgrade the Lord's gonna give unto his people, man. Chiefly, to the elect. All Israel's gonna be upgraded, man.
Yep.
But the elect, man, they're gonna be as the Most High, man,
Yep.
here on earth.
Yeah, unlike in this society, only the super elite get to be upgraded according to them and their technology. Everybody else gonna have to be eternal slaves, even their own people. Nah, every Israelite gonna have spiritual powers and spiritual gifts. One is everybody gonna be immortal. Every Israelite, from the least to the greatest to the least. Every
Right.
Israelite gonna know Yahweh Shem Yahushua, from the least to the greatest. Gonna know Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Every Israelite's gonna be righteous. Okay? It's different. It's levels of power. We're gonna have that levels. And even amongst the elect, there's gonna be levels of gifts and powers. But we're gonna have those powers. We're gonna fly. We're gonna run and jump as far as the eye can see. We can't swim fast. All of that, bro. No fear of any animal, anything on the earth. Come on, bro. What you gonna do with people like that? Leave them alone. And we're going and that's right, serve them. That's right, brother. And we're going to dwell alone. Hey, get that scripture. Israel shall dwell alone in safety. We ain't gonna have to live amongst these heathens, bro. They're not gonna be living amongst us. Like the Rothschilds don't live amongst the average people, man. They have to come down and see you. Well, that's what we're gonna do. Our nation we're gonna dwell in safety and peace alone. We're gonna have to worry about somebody interrupting us in our speech. We're gonna have to worry about noise pollution.
Damn. We keep catching the.
Yeah, it's all right. It's the principle of air, brother.
Okay.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 28. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine.
So we're not going to have to worry about, like we live amongst these heathen. We got to listen to them. We got to endure them. In the kingdom of heaven, that's not going to be so, bro. We're going to be dwelling alone. It ain't going to be a universal place where everybody can live and enjoy our atmosphere on this earth. Nah. Hell no. After you nations done building our kingdom, if you ain't serving us, you got to go. Right. You got to go back to where y'all live at. And the servants, they got to be out of Israel by a certain time, bro.
Put them on their own planet.
Nah, ain't going to go on their own planet. They already on the planet. See what they doing? Nah. These nations, they're going to fill the earth. They're going to fill the earth with their seed. Like we're going to fill the earth with our seed. Their seed going to serve us. And we're going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Even on the other planets. Even on the other planets, these heathen, they're gonna be born to serve us. All right, they're gonna get paid to do it, but they're gonna be the workforce. That's it. You're not gonna be like us. We ain't gonna be having to live amongst you, man. We ain't gonna have to deal with y'all unless we want to deal with y'all. We come to judge y'all or reward y'all, which is judgment too, right? We come to bless you or curse you.
Beat that ass.
It's gonna be beautiful. But we're gonna dwell amongst our own kin.
That's right. I'm like meditating in my mind. I'm like, shit. We'll have it to where like, you be serving the men of the Lord, but you won't see anything. In your mind, you just see like steps like go here and take this drink or do this. But you can't see the glory that Israel is living in, man. At least inside of our palaces. Hey, that's a pretty good one, man. Just. They'll just hear like, damn, it sounds like they having a blast out here.
That's what that sister said in the video. She said that there was a gate, a beautiful gate, but the Edomites was on the other side, and they hated us, and we hated them, but we loved each other. And you said no matter what these Edomites try to do, they couldn't come in.
That's right.
Because the scriptures speak about them not being able to come in. You got when you had the tabernacle, or the temple, there were sections of it. You had certain sections was for the Gentiles. The natural Gentiles could come to a certain point, but then they couldn't come into the inner sanctum. Then you had the inner sanctum. I forget how the architecture is for it, but You had the outer court, the inner court, the outer court. The outer court is for the heathen, and then you had a court for the women of Israel. Then the inner court was for the men of Israel. Only certain amount of people can, only certain people can go into certain sections. Now we can walk amongst the, because you had to go through the outer court to get to the inner court. You got it? You got something? Yeah. Yep. Where's that? Revelation. Start at
Revelation 11:1, it says, and there was given me a reed like unto the...
Right now? You using your molding right now?
No. Would that cause it to slow down?
Yeah, it causes. Yeah, it's open and you ain't using it.
Oh, it's been open all
Whenever
day.
you done using molding, always hit the circle and go down.
Oh, the
Close
water,
it out.
yeah.
After you upload your video and shit.
Come.
Go ahead, man.
It says Revelation 11:1, and there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, rise and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein.
Mm-hmm.
But the court which is without the temple leave out,
Yeah.
and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months.
Yeah, tread. So the whole, like even when the temple was physically here, the heathen were not allowed in it. That's why they got the desolation, abomination of desolation, through what was his guy name? Epiphanies the Fourth. He walked up in there like, yeah, like this is shit, nigga. And they defiled it. So the heathen can't come in because they're gonna defile it.
That's right.
Right? Their ways, their wickedness, their evil, even their flesh. They can't be up in there. They're gonna defile it. So they only come up to a certain point and that's it. Because remember, they gotta come up and serve and worship in Jerusalem too.
That's right.
3 times a year. They gotta send a delegation up there.
Yeah.
They better come up.
I'm correct.
And yeah, and if they don't, they're getting checked out. They're gonna get, it's all bad for them. But they gotta come, right? But they only can come so far. They can't come into the inner sanctum. It ain't for them. It's only for us.
There's always going to be like a constant reminder that you're not Israel.
Yeah, that's
we
right.
are.
That's right.
We are the sons of the power.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
straight
bro.
up.
Straight the fuck up.
A separation, like they
Yeah.
like to say, segregation.
Yeah,
You know,
segregation.
it's gonna be
Extreme segregation, bro. It's good. It's good. It's supposed to be that way. We don't need to be mixing and mingling with nobody else. Man. Now we're gonna take your women and we're gonna have children with them. They're gonna serve and all that. But listen, bro, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. They're gonna them children gonna be fine with the Israelite mothers, man. They're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Good to go, man, because they're Israelites.
That's right.
So just because your mom's a heathen don't mean that, you know, you ain't gonna beat her ass up with, it's your mother, but
She's gonna eventually die.
yeah, she gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Your Israelite mom, she's gonna be here forever, man. Just like Sarah, like she asked the Lord to give Abraham a child because she couldn't bear children. So what the Spirit of the Lord jumped on her and told her, hey, give him Hagar, your servant. And she told Abraham, hey, look, have sex with her and have a child because you ain't got no seed you can raise up. But that child would have still belonged to Sarah if the woman would have acted right and not magnified herself. So the Lord ended up giving Sarah her own child.
Yep.
And that child was the child of the promise, which is Isaac. But just like our mother, Rachel and Leah, Leah and Rachel, they gave when they couldn't bear children, or they wanted Jacob to have more children, what they do? They gave him their handmaids. They gave them their handmaids. Have babies with them, Lord. You know what I'm saying? They had them. It wasn't no beef. They wasn't arguing about it. Nah.
Wasn't no cheating.
And guess what? All them kids are still Israelites.
Yeah, that's right. That's
All them
beautiful,
children are still Israelites. They still belong to Jacob. The ones that I forget the Bilhah and support. I don't know. I forget their names. I forget the handmaid's name. But yeah,
the fact, I have to say this, just speaking as a man, the fact that we as Israelite men could have children from women of the other nations and they still being the Israelite, that's very powerful, man.
Well, because your seed belongs to the man.
That's right.
It goes through the man. Your heritage is through the man, not the woman. So the woman is really not. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
That's why, like, hey, I love it when Apostle Harvey like, look, man, we're gonna have kids. them concubines in the kingdom, bro.
Beautiful, baby.
I shared a video with the brother Kahan. It was so beautiful, bro. Dude was so in love with her. I was like, yo, she might be a Jake. I don't know. I was just saying she could be, but anyway, she's supposed to be a so-called Chinese woman in Jake in West Africa. Got a big ass crib and everything. She ain't even tripping on that. She just loved her family, bro. He said, why you always smiling? I mean, he said to his wife, why you always smiling? Every time I see you, your smile is never rendering. He said, because I'm with you and I'm with my children. I just love my children. She was doting over them children, bro. I was like, that's how it's gonna be. When we have children with them heathen women, bro, they're gonna be all into it, bro. They're gonna be all into it. They're gonna be so into it and loving and everything. They're gonna that's apex of happiness, bro.
I've seen that on this side on Instagram. You have a Asian looking woman. I don't know whether she was Korean or Japanese or whatever, and she had a couple of kids with a Jake, a so-called black dude, and the kids were beautiful, man. And also on her face, the whole video, she was just smiling, had that glow on her. Every time she looked at Jake, and Jake wasn't a good-looking man either.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
But it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. Woman would do anything.
And Jake be happy too.
Yeah, Jake was happy as shit.
She was doting on him, bringing his dinner, perfect for lack of a better word. But on her face, she was just smiling and had that glow, like she was just happy to be with that black man.
Yeah, that's right.
And happy for those kids.
That's right.
You know?
Kids grow up and they grow up in peace.
Yeah.
And that dude lived in West Africa. You know, man, black bitches over there. It wasn't about nothing, man. That man had that woman, that Chinese woman, and they're doing it.
Happy as hell.
Happy as a faggot in boys town. A pig in the slop.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, Jacob's wives, the concubines, were Bilhah and Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia. Bilhah and Sophia. Yeah. And those concubines, they were given to them by Leah and Rachel. He had children with them. And guess what? Them sons, they got the inheritance. They make up the 12 tribes of Israel. I think Gad might have been born out of I forget. Gad, it's a bunch of us, man.
I think Gad and Asher were one of the Hamley.
Yeah. You know, like Leah wasn't the most loved out of wives, man. Rachel was the most loved. But you know, out of Leah, the Lord gave her what? Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? She said, Yahweh, thank you. Thank you, Yahweh, thank you for giving me him. You got Benjamin, you got all of our brothers and listen, bro, I can't wait, bro, because in the kingdom of heaven we're gonna have that. I'm gonna have Israelite wives, I'm gonna have heathen wives, and it's gonna be good, bro. It's gonna be nothing but fucking peace, and everybody's gonna be extremely happy. Like I was like really excited about seeing that. I see Jake happy, woman happy. That's what we live for, bro. We don't need nothing else, man. And I got another one video posted up. I ain't posted up yet, but I got the video set to do it. On the same topic, he had children with an East Indian woman, and the East Indian woman mom and dad just staying the children because she had children with Jake, and so she had to cut her penny off, stop fucking with him, bro. And he had he had about 8 children with this woman, bro. 8 fucking children, like God, and they're doing good. They're social media family, great. They're enjoying life. Jake look like he's in peace. You know what I'm saying? She's happy. And that's how it's gonna be in the kingdom. These women, they're gonna be happy to serve us, bro. Yeah. It ain't gonna be a thing where like Esau did like Thomas Thistle. Thistle had you shitting in people's mouths, raping people. We ain't gonna have to rape nobody in the kingdom, bro. You got Jake out here that just can't get it with the great thing. Listen, bro, we ain't gonna have to rape shit. When you look this good, you ain't gotta rape, baby. They gonna rape you. You're like, oh shit, hold up. Let me, I just got up. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and refresh real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's how good it's gonna be, man. These women they can't get enough of us, bro. Yep. And we're in the lower state. How much more when we're magnified?
Yeah, you see glimpses of it today.
Yeah, how much when we're magnified. And it ain't about how much money you got. It ain't about how much influence you got. Women just gonna be naturally on Jake. Even before the kingdom of heaven, bro. When all hell breaks loose, man, we gonna have the choices, man. And these women gonna be bringing stuff with them, bro. Not just their fucking funky ass and twat. No, they're gonna be bringing substance. They're gonna be bringing skills.
Yep.
We're gonna be straight.
That's the spirit.
Other women.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Yeah.
And them women gonna have substance and skills. Yeah. Let's get Isaiah 4:1.
I was just thinking. Yep. That's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, and that's an Israelite man. Lord willing.
A man in the truth, an Israelite man in the truth.
An Israelite man in the truth, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Read it in NLT.
NLT says, in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man. And we know that 7 is an unlimited number, complete number. For each man saying, let us all marry you, we will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids.
And how they take our name, but they gotta lay with us. That's what marriage is in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. When you lay down with the woman, y'all married, y'all together, y'all one flesh. That's it.
Not
She
going
can't go
to the freaking
the courthouse.
courthouse.
No. And it said what? It said we'll eat our own food and wear our own clothes, buy our own clothes, buy our own food. So now ain't no tricking no more. We ain't gotta do that shit. It's gonna be turned around. These women, because that's a lot, especially in that time. You know, you talking about first of all people getting the chip, the MOTB to try to survive. And you're gonna have certain women that don't take it, and that's with men of the Lord, and they're gonna be like, look, man, don't worry about none of that. We're gonna take care of the food. We're gonna take care of our clothes. Shit, that's half the battle right there.
Hey,
shit.
And there's women. I have to say this because I meditate on it all the time, almost every night, because I stay by myself.
Come on, brother.
There's women right now. That's why we work so hard and do this work, do our due diligence. Because there's women right now, we believe this through faith and through the Spirit, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has set aside for us.
There's women right now that's being set aside that's about to join brothers' houses, bro.
And I believe I saw 2 this morning now.
Hey, it's all yours, brother. Hey, the Lord show you what he wants, man. I'm telling you, man. I seen that woman last night, bro. I was like, Lord, please let her be one of mine, man. However it go down, man. I want her. I want her to be part of my household. Lord willing, man. And it's gonna be like that.
It's gonna be like
the women that I got now and the women that we're gonna have in the future.
That plus.
And, hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little plus.
That plus.
Gotta add that A plus to that, man. That plus. And that, why? Because it's all about the magnification of the Lord. These women, they're gonna bear our children. They're gonna be they're gonna have the honor to bear the first seeds that's coming back in the kingdom of heaven. Them children that die on this side, they're coming right back immediately. There's gonna be a lot of oohing and eyeing in the kingdom of heaven. Isaiah 60, 22, 21, 22. There's gonna be a lot of eye and oohing in the kingdom.
And groaning.
Yeah, a lot of moaning and groaning. Goodness. Why? Because the Lord said, what? Be fruitful and multiply. Here, you can't be fruitful and multiply. If you do, it's gonna be hell on you, bro. It's gonna be hell. It's like Jake have children on here by accident. Like, oh man, I fucked this bud.
It's a burden.
Yeah, it's a burden. It ain't purposely made because we catching so much hell. But the Lord's going to show in that day who his chosen are. Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah 60 and verse 21. It says, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, will hasten it in his time.
So we're gonna be a little one gonna be a small one gonna be a strong nation, bro. A little one gonna be a multitude. Roughly paraphrasing what you just said. Hey, listen, man, y'all make fun of us when we bring this up. Oh yeah, y'all just want listen, it ain't your business.
We're already there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We already see what's coming. The way the world is about to go, the way the things are going, it's gonna have to be that way. Especially in a time when the war starts. Because most of these men ain't gonna be here. They're gonna be over there in the war. And if they don't go to the war and die, they're gonna be dying out here. So you women gonna be without, man. So in that day, all of that bullshit that you kicking in your head right now, you're gonna be forgetting that.
That's right. Because we are kingdom minded. You're carnal minded.
Yeah, that's right. And you gotta be kingdom minded in order to last this thing, man. Because it's about that. Like, what king wouldn't want his loins to be spread?
You know what I'm saying?
What king wouldn't want more sons and more daughters? Right? Because that's his line.
You look up on the horizon, and you're at your crib chilling, sitting on your front of your lawn or whatever, in your castle, and you look off in the distance, and you see your firstborn son, and behind him is 1,000 or whatever of his offspring.
Yeah, and
which
that's
is your offspring.
it's yours. You know what I'm saying? That's yours, and that's a beautiful thing.
That's beautiful,
they come the
man.
grandkids.
Yeah.
They come. Oh man, I can't. Oh, I'm happy.
They running.
Yeah, they running. Can't wait to see Abba.
Can't wait to see.
Can't wait to see
yeah.
Abba. Abba.
Yeah.
Abba. Everybody just jumping up and down, and because they
Yeah.
already know what time it is.
They know what time it is.
We go to his house. Oh, we about to have it.
You see your slaves killing, starting to prepare the meal.
All of that.
fresh.
And you ain't gotta ask. They already know what time it is.
Ask, yeah.
They already know what time it is. So we about to. That's the world that we're looking forward to.
That's what we're looking forward to.
What you got, bro?
Absolutely.
Real quick on Psalms 27:3, it says, "Lo, children are the heritage of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and the fruit of the
there it is.
womb is his reward."
Yep, so that's a reward.
Verse, I'll jump down to, actually 4. It says, "As arrows are in the hand of the mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate."
Yeah, so we're gonna be extremely happy now. And that day we ain't gonna be a burden. We can take care of all of them. We ain't gotta worry about no child support. We ain't gotta worry about our women bucking up, acting crazy. No, they're gonna take care of them kids. They're gonna be happy taking care of them children, and they're gonna most of all they're gonna take care of you. And they're gonna teach your children. They're gonna nurture your children.
Yep.
And the concubines, they're gonna nurture your children. They're gonna nurture them and bring them up and raise them up.
The right way.
And let them know, hey man, you're the son of a king. You're a
Right.
prince. You're the daughter of a king. You're a princess.
Yep.
You're and most importantly, you're an Israelite. Yasha Allah. And so that we give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Say double honor to the apostle, shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.
That's what we're looking forward to.